Hi, this is Nami Nakamura with Nami Design, here with the tip of the day for Scrapbook Expo. I'm going to show you how to do a Z-fold card that's very simple to do. A lot of times you'll see cards that are actually dimensional, but it's hard to know how they came up with that. So first thing, you're going to just start off with a regular 8.5 by 5.5 card. And then I'm going to take a standard size A2 size card, which is the same as that, just folded in half like that. So you start off by lining up one corner here. Folding, just fold at the edges. Don't fold it all the way through, and then do that again right here. Actually, I'd like a little more of a fold, so I'm going to move it back a little bit, just at the edges like that. Then you just open it up, and then you know where your notches are right here. See that? So then I'm going to take one of our petal stamps right here. Just going to ink that up, and I'm going to purposely go over that folded line because I want to create that dimensional Z fold. So start off like that and just stamp it in a circle. Very, very simple. This petal collection is very nice because you can make the flowers as big or as small as you want. You go like that, and then we have these matching centers. I'm using a Smoky Gray by VersaFine. VersaFine is one of my favorite ink pads because they give you a crisp image, and then also that it's very easy to work with. What I'm doing right now, this is a stitch border. So normally I use this for borders or backgrounds, but in this case, watch what I do here. I'm going to take it and make it into a little stem. And you take this, like that. So you have one flower so far. The next thing, I'm going to take the other petal right here. Just ink it up, and same thing, just go in a circle. You can alternate with different colors too. So if you wanted to make it pink and purple, you can do that. So same stitch border. Gonna ink that up, just lightly tap it there. Ink this up like this, like this. Oops, oh, wrong color. That's okay. With stamping, you can just work around that, and you can easily replace that. You can actually just put another piece over that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this one. This is another petal. Just stamp it in a circle. I'm going to give you a little variation of this particular petal because this is a pretty neat one. This actually has the shape of a buttercup. So if you made it really small, you can make it look like a buttercup. So notice I'm just turning the paper around rather than, turning my body. It's a lot easier to do it this way, like that. And then the center that I haven't used is this little dotted circle. Just go like that. Take the little stitch border, and then I'm going to wipe that off because I put in the wrong color. So you're just going to ink it up like this and like this. And for the finishing touch, I'm going to put a butterfly there. So this is a solid butterfly. So in order for it to not just stay one color, I'm going to just stamp half of it here, and then the other half right there. I'll just stamp it off in the corner. I have the two colors right there, the jade and the lime. And then I'm going to add a little touch to this. So I'm going to take this pink, and this is a little, I call it the steam stamp. You could use it for steam. You can use it to blend in the backgrounds if you have different like blossoms in the background. It's a great way to tie it up. You can also use it for the exhaust of a car or an airplane or a butterfly. It's a great, great useful one. So then you take your X-Acto knife, and to remember how I folded and I have those little notches there. Anything that goes past here, just this one, I'm going to just cut out. So you go like this. Always make sure that you're cutting in the direction of where the blade is. Because if you go, like, let's say sideways, you're going to rip the card. So always pull in that direction. Go like this. Go like this. See that? So now I'm going to fold it. I'm going to do a nice clean fold like this. And I use my finger. This particular cardstock folds nicely, but if you have a thicker card, you may want to use a bone folder. So far I have that. And now for the finishing touches. I'm going to take this quickie glue pen, and what you do is you have to first of all let this dry. So I just fan it. You can use a hot a heat gun, which will dry it. The reason for that is you don't want the glitter to stick in, on the wet ink. So then you just take this, trace it over the petals. Very easy to do. This pen is wonderful because it gives you a real fine line. You can also do extra little swirls like that. You just, it's very free. You can also use this glue to attach your die cut letters because it does have that really fine line so that you don't have any glue seeping out. So this is what I have so far. And then you just take your cardstock and then you sprinkle the glitter. Just like that. The neat thing about this glue is that it is tacky when it's dry. So even if you took a little longer to put the glitter on, it'll still stick. It won't be as permanent, but it will stick. And be real generous with your glitter, because notice I'm putting it right back in the jar anyway. So I know some people are really careful about that, but you really don't need to be. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some 3D effects to it. So I already added the glitter. I did my colorization, and I already cut it out. So you take these pearl pens. They're sold in 3 packs. And what's neat about it is if you tend to buy stick-on pearls, this is a way of using this in place of stick-on pearls. Firstly, it'll have a better adhesion to your surface. You can do this on glass, metal, plastic, very, very easy to use. And plus, it'll fill in whatever shape it is. So let's say you wanted to do that vine, do a little vine and fill in the leaves. You can easily do that without having to depend on whatever shape is on that little stick-on pearl sheet. So here's the red. So I can leave it pearlized in red, or the neat thing about this is I can use the yellow glitter that we have, sprinkle that on, and suddenly it becomes orange. It's not red. See that? So I'm going to pour this back in here. I'll go to my next color. This one I'm going to do in this kind of an aqua color. Once again, I'm just going to go in circles. And if you tend to squeeze too much out and it doesn't end up being a circle, because I know there's some of you perfectionists out there, what you can do is once you've put the glitter on there, you can use your X-Acto knife and just push it back into place. So here I could leave it as is and it would be pearlized, but I'm going to add this glitter because I do like that extra shimmer. Makes it look like jewels. See that? And there's a few little spots. So what you could do is you take your X-Acto knife and just push it into place. So it's very easy to work with, and it will dry dimensional like that. Okay, the final one, I'm going to do a different color. So the first one I did in red, and I put the yellow glitter to get an orange effect. This time I'll put red, like this. Squeeze it on, just one at a time like that. Very easy to do, and it flows nicely. So here's the red, and this time I'm going to sprinkle on this hot pink, and this will turn it into a really bright pink. So here it is. So I've got the orange, the green, and the hot pink effect, and it will dry just like that. And the neat thing is when you do give it to someone, it'll stand up. Well, if I recreased it, it will stand a little bit more tighter, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very easy with just one surface of a card without having to add a lot of layers. So thank you for joining us. This is Nami with Nami Design for Scrapbook Expo with the tip of the day. Thank you.